Welcome to D&D Journey of the 5th Edition. Join us in our campaign and shenanigans as we explore the subterranean labyrinths, plunder hordes of treasure, battle legendary monsters. This podcast will be following our gaming group and the adventures of these characters, as well as a few guests from time to time. Join us as we start a new campaign and our journey to experience the best, and maybe the worst, in the 5th edition of Dungeons & Dragons.
On the battlefield, I'm a warrior, ready to kill or be killed. I've defeated orcs from the north, sent Kandorian demon spawns back to the depths, and drank with Cimmerian heroes. But when I get back from a hard day of disemboweling my enemies, I enjoy nothing more than to open my castle doors and find a dungeon crate as my reward for blood well spilled. Designed for role players and tabletop gamers, Dungeon Crate is a monthly subscription box service with a treasure hoard of loot you can use on or off the battlefield. Miniatures, dice, tokens, coins, maps, modules, terrain pieces, handcrafted items, RPG jewelry, and more are yours for only a few gold per month. You even get a digital crate along with a physical one as an added bonus. So what say you? Are you ready for postal glory? Oh boy. DungeonCrate.com. Let the adventure begin!
Welcome back to D&D Journey of the 5th Edition. The group has just slayed the Manticore, become the belle of the ball, the troop with the trope. Help me out here, guys. Come on, help me out here. I'm like, yo, making faces, but nobody's jumping in there. The performing thing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you performed amazingly.
We did.
Throw some one-liners out there.
We're like rock stars, man.
There you go.
We
had a light show, we had music, we had pantomime accompaniment.
We came, we sang, we kicked some ass.
Okay.
That's what we did.
So you guys are, wrapping the door nicely late in the afternoon for midday meal.
Right.
So you guys are offered, to come to the banquet area. Tables are set with a nice, sensible midday meal.
Sensible meal. Well, we're here to find out what's going on in this valley, right?
Yeah.
And we got these guys.
We thought they're
bad
part
guys.
of the evil, but I'm not totally not getting evil.
Right?
I'm not getting evil either.
Well, this is like the whole mind flayer manipulation evil, but we have no exposure to that.
So we need to maybe just ask him what he knows about.
Should we just point blank go, look, we need to talk to you about something?
Well, we presented ourselves as
hey, we told them we were looking for a dwarven.
The caravan.
We could always mention, by the way, we found the remains of the caravan.
we found
We don't
some.
know if everybody's, dead.
We found signs of a conflict and members of our
We
caravan.
also found...
Not all of them, but other members that we found buried alongside, who were actually buried opposed to our members, had this symbol on them.
Well, and an armor similar to your guys. I forget
Let's
what
go for it.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
Just bring it out in the open. We will shed light.
Maybe we
We'll
should do
bring
it
it
privately
into the
though.
light.
Right.
We
That
should
sounds
do it
good.
privately with him though.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
we should ask for private audience. And that way, if he turns out to be evil and tries to kill us, we only have him to deal with anyway.
tricky.
Well, for that particular-
Yeah, but he
Like
wouldn't be
3
that
rounds.
silly. He wouldn't be that.
No. Look at Red Larch.
Do I have
Red
to?
Larch hit it.
A lot.
Most of them didn't know what was going on. It was being done behind the scenes. I'm
Right.
thinking if there is an evil here,
It's
It's
also being
not-
done behind the scenes.
it's not,
It's not
it hasn't
everyone-
infected everything.
Right.
It only has infected some. And it's
Yeah.
being kept under wraps.
True.
I agree.
Okay, so you're gonna ask for a private audience, or
Yes.
okay, so lunch is happening, and Through basically eventually comes in. He has his round the castle robes on.
Castle loungewear.
Yes, a smoking jacket.
A castle coat as opposed to a house coat.
The castle loungewear.
Yeah.
It's the latest thing in fashion.
You know?
You can see he sits down, is kind of nursing a little bit of a hangover. Apparently, he was a little too deep in his cups last night.
There was a lot of quaffing.
There was quite a bit of quaffing.
Not everyone can be a dwarf.
Have that dwarven constitution.
Right?
So, he basically sits down and eats some food and grabs some food. Basically, he's planning on taking off with it. Do you guys hit him up for a little private conversation?
Yeah.
Politely.
Okay.
And gentle voice.
Gentle, quiet voice. He
Well, can Kellie heal him?
Yes, but she won't.
Wow.
I can
He
heal
needs
him.
to feel the effects of his own.
Libations.
It's like this is no threat to him. It serves as a reminder not to overindulge.
He kind of takes a plate of food and gestures for you to follow him to his office.
And we want him slightly off his game.
Actually, that's not a bad idea, Cal.
Oh, the cleric's kind of devious.
Clever.
That tiefling blood's doing well for her.
Ooh.
Okay.
No stranger to the darkness. I do not.
Which
embrace
makes your
it.
light all that much brighter.
Aw, yeah.
Okay.
Right, have you read my no?
So he
No, I don't
gestures
know
for you
that.
guys to follow him to his office, which is down one floor. So he comes in, a little surf, his little assistant there, opens the door for you guys and closes the door. And he dismisses him out of the office, so it's, just you guys. And he sits down with a loud huff and puts his tray of food down and reaches down to get a bottle of little hair of the dog there. He has at his desk.
As you do.
Greasy food and alcohol to take care of the hangover.
Hair of the dog.
Mm-hmm.
That too.
Right?
There might be a little in that stew.
As he of course offers some of the food in the little platter he took.
He's like, we have eaten.
Very, very good. The body should be nourished with the spirit.
Yes. Brother Varus always says that.
My esteemed friends, what can I do for you?
Okay, I guess it will be me. It's like, as you know, we are looking for our dwarven friends. It's like, well, we are pretty sure that some ill has befallen them. And we have found some evidence of this in our travels. Are you familiar with the Earth cult?
Cult of the Black Earth.
Yes, thank you. That one.
I have heard rumors. Now, quick out of character, and remember you do
I'm
have
like
that.
watching him like a
You do
hawk.
have that mask.
Oh, we have the mask.
Remember the mask you took from
Mhm.
the grave?
Right.
I forgot about that.
Vaguely recall that, not at
And I'm
all.
watching him like, to see how he reacts. especially-
You say cult of the Black Earth, and give me an insight roll.
Okay.
I should pull out the mask.
Ooh, good. I'm +4.
Ooh,
And
Oh,
you're
you
using
know what? And I'm using my shit.
And you're using the big D20 too.
yeah, the giant D20. She's going big, people.
Crap. I've got a 14.
A 14? Okay, you see a twinge of one of his eyes. Just a slight twinge. Take a picture of the D, because it's a big D20. That's a little twinge in the corner of his eyes. As you can't tell if it was maybe your voice being a little too loud.
I was speaking softly as well, you know.
Oh,
I can speak louder.
As the only cult that I know that uses the earth as its symbol is a place known as Sacred Stone Monastery.
Did we hear that?
That was the place where that was the dwarven crafting forge thing with the levitating tiles, wasn't it?
No, that was
No.
Glitter Doom.
No.
No, that wasn't clear.
It's the one under. It's the one under.
Don't.
Red
He's
Larch.
referring to the
Oh,
temple
oh,
under Red
I see,
Larch, where you
okay.
step on the stone and the stone levitates.
Okay.
Glitter do.
What can I say? It was so much fun.
It was fun.
But the only place I know of that sounds like that is the
That's not where
Sacred
they were headed.
Stone Monastery.
That's not where they were headed though. That
That's
was like
the one where the high priestess fled to after we destroyed the one under Red Larch.
yeah, but
Well, at least that's where I assume he fled to, because didn't one of the townspeople describe say that it was over in this one area that we haven't explored yet?
I do believe it was mentioned to you in passing from an NPC. Yes. That it was one of the places that's out here in this area.
Yes.
I'll pull out the mask.
Oh, you do.
do you want to plug that?
What are you playing? Oh, the smelly thing?
The air freshener that they...
Okay.
Thank you.
I'll warn you, I now think I have, the smell on me.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Does that ring a bell at all?
Go ahead and, who's got the best insight?
I have +4.
Okay.
I got a 15.
You got a
Yeah.
15?
Plus-
You definitely see on his face, he seems to be very standoffish in his response, but you're definitely getting that, yes, there's recognition in his eyes as soon as it plops down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I only hesitate in telling you this because I don't want to get you involved in something that could be extremely dangerous to your well-being.
Please.
Well,
we are willing to risk it for our.
indeed. We put ourselves out here to chase down that manticore, and that was certainly something that needed to be done.
We thrive on danger.
Danger is our middle name.
Right. and listening audience, you just have to imagine that I'm Irish right now because I'm so sick. I don't think I can maintain it.
It's okay. It's okay.
Like,
Okay, and
good deal.
and-
Shields you from darkness.
And as you say that, he kind of does the, I'm chipping her. And as you say that, Tallyn, he kind of puts a hand in your general direction. You are a powerful woman. He kind of smiles and glints at you. And as you
Which is
know,
pretty surprising since I'm not very charismatic.
but it's out in the Badlands. She doesn't drink, and she seems to be drinking too much.
Well, I just don't imbibe here. Do not trust them.
I'm hesitant to tell you that there is a location where the Sacred Stone Monastery exists, where a group of warrior monks who I have seen that they wear masks just like those.
In our discovery of this attack, we also found, let us say, honorable burial for those of this Black Earth cult. There was another with them.
Kind of looks at you like, continue.
It was not of the Black Earth cult, but honored just the same.
That's very interesting.
Yes,
What did they
we
appear?
found it interesting too.
What
One
did
of
they?
your
Was
knights.
one of your knights dressed like them.
Mm.
And we did find signs of winged mounts at this battle scene. And do we have another?
You're gonna roll insight.
I'm gonna help her.
Okay. Oh, she's
I
rolling
know, don't
advantage.
chip it yet until she said
Yeah.
help you.
Okay.
No, she threw that chip in.
No, she gets advantage.
She does get advantage. I didn't say she did.
That would be a 21.
You see that he seems to definitely be hiding something under his breath here when you say that. And he seems to just hesitate for a second as he just looks at you, and then I've heard some rumors, and he kind of opens the drawer to his desk, pulls out a scroll and peels the scroll out, puts some little weighted stones to keep it folded open, and it seems to be a roster of names. And basically you see it's got like active duty, retired, different columns there. And he basically, I've heard some disturbing rumors that some of our order that have returned home have not made it home. And I wonder if this has something to do with what you mean.
He's lying. I believe he is lying.
Do you say this? Are you saying this to the group? What are you doing?
Hold on.
What can we do?
In that moment of hesitation, Kriv will say,
I'll assist
Then-
you with insight.
we know not the name of the person we found, of course. What we can say is he matches the rank of so and like, because we saw the pattern of the armor, right? And Kriv would have made it a point to learn somebody's name in that armor.
Okay.
So he matches the rank of so and so that we found
Okay.
out on the field.
What we find that's curious is that our dwarven compatriots were left to the
Buzzards.
as carrion, yet the Black Earth cult and your knight were the only ones who were buried.
We know not exactly who was on the winged mounts at the attack. Obviously, some of them did make it away from the scene. But it would be worth noting that there is an element within your order that is not of righteous character.
And we bring this to you because you seem like an honest, straightforward kind of fella who's not going to lie to us. You would never lie to us, would you?
Oh, see, a smile just comes across his face that reaches the corners of his eyes. And he actually is happy when he hears you say that. I'm so glad that you brought this to my attention. I'm definitely going to find out if we can send messengers to find out if these knights did return to their homes as they scheduled that they would be returning home.
So I rolled a 14 insight. Is he like smiling because
Putting her on.
Like he's trying to play us off.
Yeah.
You believe it's completely genuine.
okay?
Yeah, he's happy that he thinks that he's telling the truth.
And he's like, because if the only thing I could think that they would do would be to hide our men's bodies with theirs, so that way if we flew by, we would just think they were dead passerbys or pilgrims.
But once again, our
We had to
compatriots
exhume these bodies. in
were
order to
not
see
buried, yet others were. Others that we know are not
them. That are
good
evil.
folk. Cult of the Black Earth.
Sir, I think it comes more to the point. If your knights happened upon this scene after it had happened, or perhaps in the midst of it, and one of them did fall to the cult of the Black Earth, would it not behoove your knights to give our friends the burial they deserved?
Unfortunately, our knights' numbers are not as large as we'd like. Usually what we would do is dispatch a messenger to the community to have them send out a search party when we discover something like that.
So this is unusual.
This is very unusual.
Have you heard anything amongst your people that maybe they don't follow your ways and have switched to something more
Ominous.
dark?
No one here in the order would do that.
Well, the merchants were headed for Red Larch, but Red Larch had not received word. What might have happened there? I mean, we know some flying mounts were there. We don't know what kind, but someone of your order certainly had been on the scene.
Well, more than one.
Do you know about how long ago this would have happened?
We tell him.
Yeah, it was like
Okay.
4 days.
Based on the body rot and all
Okay, he starts
Yeah.
writing down copious notes real quick.
Perhaps, as outsiders, we could help you in exploring. I mean, it's possible with this sort of nefarious activity that someone would not be as honest as yourself and that men within your very ranks could be lying to you.
That is very possible.
Perhaps like us, investigate in our own special way.
That would be immensely helpful in this situation.
Tell me,
As you see,
this Feathergale Spire, you did not create it. You built it.
Correct. We found this location and brought our men out here from Waterdeep.
Perhaps within this very castle, there is something that even you aren't aware of that others could have discovered. Dark things.
That should be very possible.
Have you heard anything?
I have.
Have you explored everywhere?
Oh yes, we have completely explored the spire. As pretty much you saw when you came up, the only thing that you haven't seen is the rest of the stables down below.
Any unusual weather occurrences in and around this area?
Well, there's the weather occurrences that have been going around the whole area.
The drought.
The drought.
I know, but remember, Red Larch had that spire. He had that.
Oh, the
Some
lightning
hope?
thing.
That rock that. You know,
that
that
was
things
an
look
ancient
like.
rock.
Yeah, that's
I'm just saying.
Yeah. If you would permit me, he basically finishes writing the note real quick, and he reaches over and pulls the little drawbell. You hear a big bell ring. One of his squires comes running in. He hands the squire a note and says, "Take this to the stable master, and have him get the list of names and return it to me." And he basically looks at you guys, and I'm sending a note to the stable master to give me information on who would have been gone for long enough of a time with a mount during that time frame that you suggest that the bodies may have been there.
That's just the sign of the Sighing Valley over there.
Yes.
Now blow. Well, you know, there's lots of wind up here in this fire.
Yes.
So.
It's very windy.
So go ahead and I'll let you roll an insight check.
Uh,
Are you going to assist her?
I'm going to assist.
So how are
Good,
you
'cause I need
assisting
insight.
Sister Solace in insight, by the way?
I
I was just curious about that.
It's the whole.
She's distracting him and
yeah, I'm like watching too and kind of like doing the whole like sort of pseudo drunk dwarf act.
Okay.
Looking like, you know.
And doing little signals of
She's-
hesitation.
yeah.
Or
She's
when
showing
hesitation's
empathy,
not.
pretending to have a hangover.
Yeah. That. And then touching my nose a lot when I think I see something.
There's the signals are.
Oh, that would be a 23.
She's all insighty.
In a phrase for me to wrap this up to give you a good proper insight, it's total fucking bullshit what he's telling you.
Yeah, I kind of gathered. I'm like wanted to, stop the page. I was like, so he's sending the page down.
He's sending the
No,
page
like-
down.
We're gonna get
It's
attacked.
like, and I'm gonna, it's like somebody go get the page.
Oh, I
Well,
tripped.
the page is still in the room.
Yeah.
He's
Well, I
leaving
mean-
with the paper.
Yeah, and somebody, leave
No.
before the page,
I
and then
tripped.
take the.
Really?
You literally tripped.
Well, I was.
I was going to trip
I
the page,
was-
but
So you were going to
Thinking,
trip the page, but your roll of 2 does not trip the page.
No. I'm like motioning to her. It's like you need to visit the garderobe.
I need to visit the what?
The toilet basically.
Yes.
It's like and waylay the. You want to see the note.
If you excuse me, sir, nature calls.
Okay, he stands up.
And get the note.
Okay.
that was a lot from a nose.
That was not a lot
No,
from
no.
a rub of the nose.
I'm like,
We're all on the same
well,
page.
it's
We're
like
Twilights and she's rattling her lacus.
no, I'm like
There's a very tense eye
like,
moment
there's
of
like,
eyes
yeah.
being shut.
No, there's like a
Yeah,
kind of like
yeah.
nod to the door and
And
to the
my
page.
trip
and
was
then
very
and then like a
distracting.
nudge to the page.
Yeah, it's like I want that note.
I tripped very distractingly. The
Mm-hmm.
full body trip.
The full body trip. What?
You spilled his drink on him.
Probably.
You distracted them.
That's
Okay.
the good outcome from my bad work.
And as he starts to sit back down, all of a sudden there's like this really tense tension that just descends in the air. It starts to hang down like a little bit of fog. What are you rolling?
Distract him.
Distract him?
Yeah.
Okay. He's looking at you.
I pick myself up.
Okay.
I'm going to engage in a lot more, let's say,
Buffoonery.
Marx Brothers-esque physical humor and buffoonery as I try and get myself up. And it's surprising how many things I can knock into and knock over, and how I suddenly end up on the top of his desk knocking off half of the stuff on the floor.
Begin the Benny Hill music.
Yes.
Does he have windows in the office?
He does have a very large window behind him.
Oh, just behind him.
Behind him, yeah.
Okay. Strange.
It's
All right.
large enough window to throw him out of.
Did I say that out loud?
Would that be
Okay.
performance or deception?
That would be
Performance, I think.
performance if you want to be goofy, deception if you want to look like it's legitimate.
Or if you're trying to swipe something, I know that'd be sleight of
Well,
hand
I
like that.
rolled an
Yeah.
18, so.
So yes, you pull off your buffoonery that looks like this horrible cacophony of calamities that befall you all at once, including when you finally get yourself to rest at the side of his desk, you knock the platter on the floor. Of all
Cacophony,
the-
I'm not sure that's a word.
Rihanna, I don't believe I've
Yeah, I
ever
know,
seen you
but-
that drunk. Wow.
Well, I mean, I rolled an 18.
Yeah.
Well, no. Kriv says that in character. He's like, wow.
Well,
That was impressive.
It was a very good party last night, and you, sir,
Eyeing you.
excellent meat. What's that on your shirt? I'm gonna start
Okay.
When-
Fidgeting on his robes.
yes.
I'll engage him as well. I'll say, so how long do you believe it will take to get the list of names? Should we retreat
The
downstairs?
stable master should be back with a message probably in the next 15 minutes or
Well,
so.
but the page
Oh.
hasn't left.
Yeah, well, the page is left and you've left.
Yeah.
Okay,
Here,
I'm
here.
after the page.
So
we're
in-
gonna have to take
In
that.
the hallway,
Stairwell.
as the door is closed and you hear crashing noise coming from behind you, as the page is starting to skip off to the stairs, running in a...
You there, page.
He stops, yes,
Where's the privy?
and he basically gives you quick directions.
The structures here, I'm a bit of an outlander. I tend to sleep in tents. Would you show me, please?
He kind of blushes at that.
Fine, let him blush.
Okay,
How old is
so
this page?
he's about 12, 13.
There you go. Perfect.
You can definitely take him.
Practically marrying age in the
Yeah.
era.
Yeah, you can totally take him. I'm sure you can bash him on the head and steal him.
Okay, he basically this way because he rolled a 1 to insight.
Good.
Girls in the privy, and he basically is heading off to take you to the privy.
Duty
be damned.
Well, I am a guest.
Yes, so
You said duty.
in the privy.
Oh my god.
The best part is he doesn't have that duty anymore. Okay, so he's escorting you off to the privy.
How does he have the note? Is it just scroll?
Scroll in his hand. Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess I'm going to have to knock the poor kid out. Sorry. I feel bad about that.
He's leaving you, so
Yeah.
you're right behind him.
So, once we get to the privy.
Then you'll have a place to stash him.
I know, that's just like...
Stash him.
I was wondering where you're going with that.
Words are hard. So are nasal stops.
You can just be quiet
Look
now.
at You're adorable.
Alrighty.
You might not be healthy, but you're adorable.
Thank you. Oh.
Okay, so basically, he's taking you to the privy, and he basically gestures, turns around to look at you and gestures, privy.
Okay, and then as soon as he turns around, I wallop him.
Okay, give me a roll.
He gets advantage because you're doing it from behind.
Yes, I
That's
will
true.
give you advantage for doing it from behind.
Also, unexpected page.
Yeah.
Unsuspecting, I should say.
Okay, well, what's my bonus? It's a 19 with
Strength?
just strength? Oh, well then, that would be a 21.
You just co-clock him
Knock.
from behind. It's movie quality knockout too. You hit him, his head hits the privy door, and he is down on the ground.
I apologize, little one, for what I'm about to do. I stuff him in the privy.
Okay, shove him in the privy.
I shove him in the privy.
Okay, so where are you going after that?
Oh, I'm going to read the note.
Oh, damn, I was hoping you wouldn't read the note.
Really?
I'm reading the note.
You open it up, and basically it says exactly what he said about, he wants to know who was flying between this and this time and this time. And also bring a few extra men when you come to parlay the information.
Aha!
Just in case
wants
there's
to know
trouble.
Who's in trouble. It's like, who got caught?
Not there, so I can't comment.
Yep. Okay, so meanwhile, you're back in the office. He seems to be, worried about your monk friend who's got this whole...
Hold on, out of game. Okay, mind you, I'm feeling a little dense right now. Like,
Okay.
it's getting over, okay, he wants to bring extra men. Is that for us?
Yeah.
Okay, because that's what I was
He's
thinking.
expecting trouble.
Okay, all right.
And he
so,
doesn't want to be outmanned.
just, like I said, I was feeling a little oh, okay.
Yeah.
But
always
he
assumed
was
that was
he
my
was writing the
instinct.
note in a hurry, especially that last part, because everything was
Yeah.
fine until the very end
By the
of
way,
the
guys, what I'm
conversation.
planning is we need to do a throat punch all of a sudden without no warning.
And how are you telling
I was like, I'm gonna do it.
How are you-
I was like,
how are you communicating?
I'm gonna do it.
But how are you communicating?
well, I'm coming back to the room, so I'd be like,
well, it's cutscene. It's back to them. So this is all happening.
okay.
I'll
Because
let
I
you
already know.
I'll
Oh,
let you-
and I'm doing it.
You're doing it quickly, so you're not doing it quietly.
Do I have to do it quietly? They saw me go to the privy.
I don't know. I was just leaving it up to you. Okay.
So, because I don't want him pulling the cord again, and I don't want him yelling. Just as an FYI. But, so we're back in the room now.
You guys are back in the room.
He's
Yeah.
like,
I'm gonna
Do you
try
have-
to be sitting Reona in a chair.
Okay, good.
"Well,
'cause
she's right next to
he's
him."
holding his alcohol away from her at the moment.
I have plans for this man.
I'm sure you.
Damn.
Why do I see a dwarf straddling this guy?
Well, unless you
And
actually
holding
say
him
that
out
with
the
all of us in
window.
the room, I'm going to be trying to sit you to a chair.
I'm going to say that with all of you in the room, and
I'm
then
going to.
I'm going to endeavor
to roll really badly.
to roll really badly to do a tumbling maneuver with flamboyance to try and tumble him out of his chair onto the floor for a grand 10.
You kind of tumble into his chair with him sitting in it. It doesn't knock him out
You
of the
just
chair,
fall down on the
but he does kind of put his hand to steady you.
Sister
And-
Solace,
and
he's a gentleman.
He is switching
Sister
hands
Solace.
with the alcohol bottle and putting the cork back on it.
Sister Solace, who's sitting across from him, who's a lot taller than I am.
Across the desk.
Yeah, it's like, Reona, are you okay? Boom!
So you're leaning over the desk and then
Yeah,
you're going to
and I
punch
can-
him?
in the throat.
Why are you throat punching him? You just saved your friend.
I am throat punching him.
Okay, go ahead and throw a punch. We'll see what happens.
Let's
This is
just
going to be
say,
amazing
her
because none of the
spidey
dialogue is going to
let's-
factor
okay, let's
into
face it.
Kriv's reaction.
her spidey senses were tingling long before mine.
Exactly. Kriv's going to be like, what the fuck?
What the hell,
I thought we were
people?
having a nice conversation.
What? I was reaching over to help her. And
I
missed.
I missed with all 4 knuckles.
I know, and see, I'm sorry. I'm having divine inspiration.
You're throat punching him.
Yes, I am with which was that strength or is that
That's
what
strength.
would be? I was like, okay, that would be a 21.
So what is your goal with your throat
I
punch?
basically want to knock him on his ass so he can't yell or move. Basically,
Well, you're probably going to get the not yell, at least for a
Definitely.
round.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
If
And
I
then-
tumble with
and then I'm
him,
going to, yeah,
it's
and
at
then
least
I'm
a
gonna
dead weight on
jump
his
on.
chest.
Basically, we're gonna.
Okay, you throat punch him and he's going.
Knock him to the ground and we're gonna.
Well, he's not knocked to the ground though, because he's
No,
sitting
I'm
over
going to
here.
knock him to the ground and.
You only can do that on your next
You
turn.
yeah.
throat punched him, and you can move. You
Okay.
can't throat punch him, move, and knock him to the ground.
Okay, it's like.
the trick is he's in a heavy wooden chair.
He's in a
And I also
throny
gotta
chair
make
in
sure
his
that he
office.
it's like cut the bell cord.
Are you
cut it.
shouting this?
Yes,
You're
cut.
shouting.
Not
Cut the
shouting.
Don't shout it.
Well,
Just talking.
yelling.
Cut
Okay.
the bell cord and the chair now.
Okay.
He is lying.
Firebolt it.
You're
He just
fucking-
burns it.
I'll just reach over, burn the rope.
Okay, firebolt to burn the rope. You see flames going up to the rope and it's gone.
It's like
I really hope you know what you're doing.
he's lying. Like pillars. by pillar of light, he is lying.
She takes lying very poorly.
It's like,
Thou shalt not lie. Be serious.
she's scaring my
Paylor says you burn at stake for lies.
Don't lie to Paylor.
Lies people make you be in the dark,
As my
right?
D20 went
Yeah.
crawling across the floor.
Okay. Maybe good. I don't
Okay,
know. I feel
so-
When he's done his thing, I'll respond to her thing.
It's like, and I'm gonna say, tremble, for his light illuminates the wicked and punishes the evil. And you are lying to me.
Damn!
She's going.
her!
She's going prior and brimstone here.
You thought I was a Lich Lord, sir.
Hey,
Sith
I'm
Lord.
only neutral good.
Only neutral good. Okay.
And as I let go of the bell cord, we've had trouble flushing things out of Red Larch. It seems we're gonna have trouble here too.
It's like, and she's back in the room,
Not
right?
yet.
Not yet.
I'm
Okay.
awful good.
Oh!
So throw
Yeah,
punch
well,
further rope.
So how are you dealing with this? She punched the
You
guy
know,
across.
what the
Her
hell?
insight, she knows that
She knows
also
she's
lying.
all-
He's hiding more things.
I
But
knew he was hiding, but I was.
I think that hurt him.
No,
It's not permanent.
you know
That's
you
certainly
can.
impolite.
You know you can actually kill people with a throat punch in real life.
Yes,
right?
but I wasn't trying to kill him.
She was doing the
I
Melissa
need
McCarthy identity thief hit punch.
Yeah.
It's not like she's a monk.
Well, that's true. So, right. Well, right. I'm startled.
Yeah. Okay. So he's basically coughing and grabs for his throat, and he's kind of reaching into the drawer.
Whose turn is it?
Well,
Rolling.
it was your turn to be startled, but it is now Kriv's turn.
Probably got a mini crossbow in there.
Let's go ahead and roll initiative.
I have a 13.
Not you. Well, actually, yeah. Go ahead and roll initiative. We shouldn't exclude you.
5. It's a good thing I'm last, because I'm not there.
Wow. I hate to say this, but I'm gonna have to hit up somebody for writing implement because my pen just disappeared.
Oh no, you don't want mine. It's covered in germs.
I'll take
I
yours.
got
I'm
one.
okay with
Here,
your
here.
turn.
We've got a
Here's a big one.
clean,
I fear not.
Or red. Whatever.
Light red.
light,
Light red.
very light red.
Red versus.
Closer to a dark mauve.
It's like a, yeah, it's
It's like
like
a coral.
Fuchsia.
Yeah, it's like a fuchsia.
It's fuchsia. Yes, that doesn't have enough orange to be coral.
So what'd you get?
5.
What'd you get?
18.
18.
Wow.
Wow.
I had to do
Tuka's
math.
on the ball here. And
4.
Oh, and I thought I was the one who rolled the worst.
Well, hopefully he rolled
this
terrible.
time.
And Sister
You got an 8.
Solace.
I got a 13.
Okay, so Otuk, you're up.
Right. Well, he's going to
He's reaching for something and trying to cough his Adam's apple back into his larynx.
So he's reaching.
He's reaching in the drawer. You're right there against. You're right there in front of him, and he's
Right.
reaching right.
Has he got the drawer pull in his hand?
The drawer is still open. It's the one he got the alcohol bottle out of.
I am going to do a monk maneuver,
Okay.
and
Get monkey with it.
I'm going to get super
It's
monkey.
the year
with
of the
it.
monkey.
It is the year of the monkey.
Shut
I'm
up,
going
monkey.
to with one hand, maybe with both hands,
Whoa.
and my lips. I'm going to.
Whoa.
I'm going to
And that's how it's done, folks.
grab him and lay one on him and then kick the drawer closed with my foot.
Okay. She's,
I'm all about distractifying.
I will give you that. Yes, that works for him. Choking, gagging, grabbing his throat, being kissed, and you with the heel of your foot kick that drawer shut.
Right?
I'm trying to see what's in that drawer.
Yeah,
Yes.
well, but we don't want him to
We do
pull it
that.
out of the drawer.
As you hear a slight noise from the drawer when you kicked it shut.
Oh. Like a rattle?
More like a ringing kind of noise.
Like a bell.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It's an alert system.
Yeah.
But he was
A
trying
different
to.
kind of bell besides the page bell,
Yeah.
probably.
One
Did I
ring-a-ding,
set it off?
No, no.
ring-a-ding.
Okay.
You just hear a slight noise as you place it.
Okay, good.
Think of it like, the meditation balls.
Oh!
It sounded kind of like that kind of ring.
Right.
Really muffled and quiet.
Good.
Because it's in the drawer.
Yeah.
Yes, he didn't get it out. All right.
Yeah. And Sister Solace, what are you going to do, Miss? Now that we're going to have to call you Throat Punch Solace. Sister Throat Punch.
Why? Why?
Well, she's...
Because she doesn't realize I wait for her to drink to make these one-liners. As punishments.
If you do that, people are known to like shoot things out of their nose. When laughing, I speak from experience.
Yes, but my book is not in the way her phone is in the way, which would
Oh.
be bad. But Kelly's a complete opposite of her.
Oh.
So it would be giving Kelly a shower.
Oh, that'd be terrible.
That would be awesome.
What's terrible is when it's an Oreo milkshake.
Oh.
Yeah. Guaranteed
So
side effect.
Sister Solace.
Alright,
He sounds just like that. That wheezy sound you're hearing, that's him trying to breathe.
that's right.
Through the kiss, no less.
Yes,
Well, there's nothing like a dwarf kiss with a little bit of the dwarf beard
Dwarf tongue.
to tickle the
I'm going to
nose.
jump over the desk and take my dagger to his throat that says, "Why are you lying to us?"
Jesus Christ. Go ahead and roll me
I like her scary.
acrobatics here. Jesus.
I like her scary.
If it's Star Wars, I'd be saying coordination.
I got a 17.
Holy shit. You don't have a bonus?
I'm intimidated. I'm not even in the room.
I'm intimidated and I'm afraid.
I am filled with divine reverence. He's like, Pelor has told me of your lies. It's like, you are lying to me. There are many lives at stake.
And the most impressive thing is you're actually talking to the side of Reona's head because she's kissing him right now. But you managed to get the dagger between their heads just right that it's not touching her throat.
Monk, control yourself.
I was distracting him.
Because
Peacefully.
you two know that he is lying.
Well, right, but I was trying to do the
and at that moment he pushes Sister he pushes
Only with one hand.
Otuk with one hand away, and then is looking at you. And, I don't know what you're talking about.
It's like, it's like, you lie yet again. You know very well what I'm talking about. Is she back yet, please?
She's not back yet. Kriv, it's your turn.
Well, when you gotta go, you gotta.
He doesn't have a private privy right next to the door.
Right? He has to do his steps before. Because that's how he gets his exercise.
That's right.
His 10,000
Extra steps. I've got 13,380 so far.
I'm gonna open
It's
up
a
the drawer,
light
take
day.
out
It's a light day, yeah.
what he seemed to be aiming for.
There seems to be a large bell, but it is not your usual bell shape. It's kind of a tube bell.
Okay.
It's
I'm
a
gonna,
special
I'm gonna
bell.
grab the inner side so it's not gonna clang.
Okay.
Kind of like it's wrapping
So
around
you're
my
muffled.
head. And then I'm with the other hand going to be casting message and going, "Don't raise an alarm getting up here."
Okay, well, alright, making my way back.
Be cool, man. Be
Be
cool.
cool. I don't know,
Okay.
fly casual.
Casual.
Oh, God.
Hey, they said fly casual. I thought that was code for throw them out the window.
Hey, you know, I'm all about the ragey thing.
We don't even know what happened. He said there was some terrible thing and he had to kill
And all
himself.
of a sudden, the cleric just went haywire.
You know, when I do
Yeah.
find out he's a bad guy, I usually tend to bring terrible wrath. Just saying, I'm
Okay.
a wrathy person.
So back to the top of the order, Otuk. You've now been pushed with one hand on a breast away.
Well, she got plenty of breasts to do it, so.
Yeah.
You know, we could have done this the easy way. My way is the easy way.
Because you're easy.
Well, there's that. But you see, you made her angry. And I don't really have control over the sister when she's angry. You better start praying to Pelor that I find what I'm looking for in your desk drawers. Or you could just start talking. Talking's fine. We'd be happy to hear everything
true.
you have to say. I recommend being
Rolling
honest.
intimidation.
Or
Persuasion.
persuasion.
Oh, you're going with the honey approach.
Right.
Good cop, bad cop.
Good cop, bad cop, exactly.
I mean, I just
She's a good cop. Good
You're
luck,
the
bad cleric.
put his hands on my breast.
There
I'm
you
the
go.
cleric.
And she kissed him.
Yeah.
So that's
After he was throat punched.
I kissed him before the. No, after.
It was after the throat punch.
I know. I
But all of her actions have been about trying to comfort him.
So what
That's
is
right.
your persuasion roll
She's
there?
kissing the owie.
It's a 13.
Okay. There's a slight glint in his eye.
It's better than the cleric.
I
was like, I could talk to the
So
dwarf. The
is
cleric is scary.
persuading talking my action, or do I have?
can kind of give you an action if you want an action.
Because it's either like search the drawers or tie him up to the
Well,
chair.
Kriv kind of already went through the drawers.
I just grabbed the
Just
one
the
bell. I
one
didn't go
bell.
through everything.
Do you want to start, tossing the desk?
Yeah, I'll start tossing the desk.
Okay.
That's a like
Perception.
perception.
I was like, and you're a crafter, so you can see if there's hidden drawers.
18.
You immediately know that some of the folks in the scroll that he has on the desk, there's a near identical one in the drawer. And as you reach in and pull it out, you realize it looks identical to the one on the desk, except it has names that are not on vacation, on sabbatical. It actually says killed in action, killed in action, killed in action.
Oh, you know, never lie
Any
to
of
a
them of the
dwarf
rank?
when the meat is on the line.
Any of them show rank?
Oh,
shows rank?
I just got this horrible idea of, I mean, she's lawful good, so this would never happen. But I just imagined her taking her magic jug and, like, drowning him in honey.
Oh, that
Like,
was,
filling his lungs with honey. Oh, my God. I just got this horrible
went to
like,
a really dark
I'm like,
place.
God, she's scary.
No, she's scary.
In this
Claire,
role, she's playing scary.
I'm
She's
just
playing
scary.
sweet. I'm just like, I don't know what's going on.
Sister Scary Solace, it is your turn. And the monk is about giggling at this moment.
It's distracting, right?
Because she's thinking now of the visual of her drowning a man in her
Okay.
jugs.
Would not be the first time.
It's okay, you need mouth to mouth after that.
I'm going to, I have that little, the little thing that you get with when you roll, that like.
A dice?
Oh, your little bobble?
Yeah, the bobble.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
the
that-
freebie
that-
box.
remember what my bobble
Your
was?
smoking globe.
Okay, and remember how I would, to entertain the children, I would make it change colors?
Yes.
Okay, I bring it out. Okay,
Okay.
my dagger is still upon his throat.
Yes.
Okay, and it's like,
I'm imagining
It's a
more of a side hold
polygraph.
because you had to get between their faces.
it's like, oh, well, no, she's searching the desk now.
So
Move.
she's stepped away.
Okay, it's like, so he can see.
You can see it.
All right.
That's
Wow.
You're doing a polygraph test.
No, a
Fake
sort
one.
of. Yeah, a fake one. I'm doing. It's like this, as you can see, has no light in it right now. Okay.
It's kind of glaring.
If you
His
lie
eyes are-
to me, it will tell me.
His eyes are going down that mean little slits.
It's like, what do you really know about the dwarves and the attack upon them with the Black Earth cult?
This is out of character, by the way. This is out of character, by the way.
Yeah.
That's pretty. Paint me in the corner there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. Exactly.
And we appreciate that.
Right in the corner.
It was meant to be this way.
Huh.
That's why I straddled him and kissed him in the corridor. Don't you know?
And
And
it's just the tiny little tiny bit of blood just
you just nick him just a hint.
It's
Just
make
a
him
shaving nick.
uncomfortable. Just to make him very uncomfortable and to know that if
As
he
if he's
really
not
wants-
already.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
And his sky blue eyes are just staring intent at you.
It's my gold eyes.
Into
I'm gonna
your
use the
glowing
thaumaturgy,
gold
Because I
eyes.
can do thaumaturgy anytime I like. I like the way she's.
And he just looks at you.
Go
with
ahead.
this
I dare you. Why?
tiny crease of opening in his eyes. Remove the dagger from my throat, child.
Answer my question.
Press a little deeper.
Well, if I press deeper, it would actually hurt him.
I'm hoping you said that out of character.
Yeah. Well, I know
Because
it's a room.
at that very moment, the door opens.
Is it our friend?
And Tallyn, you look in, the desk has been tossed. Sister Solace is kneeling on the desk.
And I'm like, quietly shut the door.
There's a waft of fire, burnt rope smell in the air.
And I pop my head up over the desk. Things have
lock
gotten
the door,
exciting.
and I say,
Shut
and I
the
tell
door.
her, I shut it and I lock it, and I say,
It's like, read the note.
I read the note.
And immediately his eyes went to the door, hoping that help was on its way.
Read the note. Read it.
I did.
She's talking to
She's
you.
like, all right, so
Okay.
now we all know. It's like that he was seeking men to come. Answer my question.
I was having men come to fly you to the Earth Temple.
Okay, I'm making a glow.
And he kind of immediately looks at it, and his eyes get all wide.
It's like,
And he looks between you and the glow.
Pelor guides me, and Pelor shed light upon your lies. Dun, dun, dun. Pelor, right?
His eyes kind of tighten at the corners, and he just says, Palor's light illuminates nothing.
Oh, burn!
I put the bell down.
Oh no! Oh no, he
Oh
didn't!
no, you did.
Turn from this path of darkness or perish in the flames of righteousness. Answer my question.
No. And he just smiles, but the smile doesn't reach his eyes.
It's like,
I'll cut him up for you.
No.
If you harm me, every night in this place will make sure your bodies are cut to small pieces and fed to the gnolls.
Kind of an
Like,
empty
you
threat,
wouldn't do
considering
that
I'm pretty sure
now.
that's already happening. So,
yeah.
and Kriv says that.
So you can join the nobles too.
Like,
You can drink now, I promise no jokes.
Okay.
it's like, we'll
Sigh.
burn your taint from this world.
His taint.
I have come up with this whole list of lovely.
You're awesome.
You are fantastic.
Oh my god, damn.
I'm
It's
just,
like,
12
as
years
we
old.
destroyed it's like as we destroyed their whole black earth cult of a red larch, we will burn your taint from this world as well.
I'd say bring down the spire.
That
It's
might
like,
be quite a feat.
and it's like, you will die long before anyone can help you.
Do your men even know what you're doing?
Answer her question.
My men know exactly what they're doing.
Oh.
And he looks to the globe.
It's like, well, it kind of like, it glows a little, like part of it was true, part of it wasn't true. And he thinks that there might be a few people who aren't completely aware of what's happening.
Well, my insight is 18.
Am I right?
He's doing a half-truth bullshit thing.
He
Yeah,
was
that's
doing
why it kind of like,
he was doing fairy speak
It's
on
coded.
you.
It's like,
I wasn't saying a lie, but they know exactly what they're doing.
but
whatever
see,
that
I'm
might
like,
be.
I got this guy's number. Okay, so it's like, and he,
Actually,
okay, he notices
Kriv,
that it
Kriv
it
responds
kind
to
of,
him and says, "She didn't ask if they knew what they were doing."
It's like, that's why it glowed, but not like when he lied to me, where it was the bright glow. Just to reinforce that, yes. It's like, and I understand. It's like, you do understand that he is going to have to die. I'll do it.
Well, I mean...
At some point, we don't know the extent of his
It's like,
involvement.
are you willing to turn from your path of darkness and embrace the light? That's not even on my sheet.
He just glares at you.
Well, he's probably
Yan
going to have
Sibin's
to die.
power can never be extinguished by something as simple as light.
Okay, does anybody know who that
Nancy
is?
Ben?
Roll a religion.
Religion.
I was gonna say, whoever's got the highest should probably roll.
No, I got a
And apparently
14.
there's some kind of warning.
17.
I'll go check.
Reona's going.
No,
What was yours?
It could be mine.
That sounded like the emergency broadcasting system. I'm
Well,
just
my
saying.
phone will do Amber Alerts.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mine
okay.
does too, but I didn't get one.
I'm like,
No, I got an Amber Alert. Surprise, Arizona.
What
oh,
is it?
surprise.
Yeah, a red Dodge Ram truck with a license plate BL. We're not gonna say it.
Okay.
But, yeah, it was an Amber Alert. Sorry.
Okay.
You can't turn those off.
No.
I mean, you
No.
can't like it will go through the sound. I mean, and for those of you who are maybe international
got it.
and not necessarily
Yes.
aware of what an Amber Alert, that means a child has gone missing and the authorities have been notified, and they have a believed suspect
A vehicle of suspect.
that may have kidnapped the child.
Amber Alert, LIC, BLX0530,
Yes.
AZ, red Dodge Ram truck.
Yeah.
So that's actually cool.
For
Your
those
phone
of you
says it.
who may not be
Yeah.
aware of what an Amber Alert is, that means a
It's an
child
emergency
has been-
broadcast system.
It's an emergency broadcast to hopefully
To find
catch
a
who
missing
is
child.
who is
So,
taking
so
the
who
child.
had the best religion roll?
17.
17? Okay.
Well, because we're all gonna go, hey,
Yep.
does that name
I
sound
don't know.
familiar?
So-
What's the name?
Yan Sebin.
C.
Yes.
C as in the letter C.
Okay.
Okay, so if you would like, you can start reading here. But you can look at the whole stats for them. With your 17, you get the gist.
Okay.
Then, what
As
are you
the-
doing that?
As everyone is looking at the sorcerer going, Yan Sebin? Anyone? Anyone? Anyone?
Going to-
Well, I got a
My nuts.
15. The cleric has already done that. She has gone nuts.
Is he waving at us?
I think he was playing faces with, he wants some of those nuts.
He wants nuts.
You want nuts?
You want these nuts?
Nice.
There's like Michael
You know
Bay
what- you
era
know what it
lens
is.
flare going on there.
You know what it is? Because the clerk felt so helpless in the manticore thing that
There's like
she's just
super
itching
lens
to.
flare happening
Right.
in his head. It's like, I couldn't
It's
breathe
pretty
half the time.
intense. I mean, but I thought that I distracted
We
enough.
could sacred flame his toes.
Oh.
I'm not gonna do that.
No.
It's like
He has angered me too.
yes, but
I was actually liking this bastard.
I know. See, and that's
well,
why
I don't
I'm-
think all of his men know.
Well,
It's
see, I
like
don't think
learn
all of
more.
them.
That's why I think,
As
yeah.
there's this really long, tense moment where the sorcerer's not telling anyone yet.
Yes.
His eyes are slowly glowing as the moment intensifies.
that
As he's
name-
reading, going, this guy's a dick.
That name sounds
Well, did you wanna-
familiar.
Did you want to tell them?
Share what you've learned.
That's why I gave you the book, was to share, not really to hoard the knowledge. Sorcerers.
Dragons. You know,
They don't
dragons
write it
have-
down.
They're not big on literacy.
Yes.
He's organic. He doesn't need a book.
My books were burned down, you insensitive clod.
Yeah, you probably drink the ashes.
What?
That's
Not
how I
big.
absorb the knowledge. I burn the books and drink the ash.
It's very organic.
Well, that's actually very similar to what the dragons in Rain of Fire would do.
Hmm?
They
Yeah.
burn the food, and then
Eat
they
the
consume
carbon.
the Yeah.
They like charcoal.
So there.
Yan Sebin, Prince of Evil Air.
A prince of evil air.
Mhm.
I hate
Hey,
it.
we've all had evil air.
Evil aerial and flying creatures worship him, even though he's not divine.
I
Which
like how you do
means,
that.
which means the Manticore, likely, if it wasn't already a subject, was at some point and had just wronged the temple in some
Dirty
way.
minutes.
Which means they were on a hunt for a heretic, and we just helped them clean one up.
Oh.
At least that's my suspicion. In the meantime,
Wait. The Manticore was working for the
it's likely that they were that it
He
worships
he
the
disinclined to
prince.
acquiesce to their request to join,
Oh,
and therefore probably was suffering the wrath. And since he's evil but doesn't like to play well with others, he was probably taking them on because they were fucking with his valley.
Right.
How
And
many
his food
vultures
source.
are there again?
A bunch.
Yeah, lots.
Yeah,
Of
quite a
Um,
few. Why?
Think about it.
Because
Maybe
everyone
the
who's riding
hippogriffs
a fucking vulture
is
is
probably,
working for the bad guy.
and probably the hippogriffs are like with good guys.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a
quite possible. Anyway,
I'm
you're
like,
a
I know, I was
form
wondering that.
spellcaster, very difficult to fight, especially for spellcasters. Oh, that's nice. He also takes forms of humanoids, so he could literally be anyone.
What if it's him?
Summons elementals. If it was him, we probably would already be dead.
That's true. That's true.
We are
If it
level
was
3.
him, Kriv is fairly secure that he'd belch and that bad air would end you all.
Yeah.
So what is he? He's not human?
He's an elemental, a very powerful elemental prince.
Okay.
Probably from the elemental
Think
plane.
of him as a primordial as opposed to a god.
I can speak primordial.
Actually,
You can
I
speak
can
primordial?
Speak infernal.
Yeah, remember when we rolled the character?
Well, he only speaks Orin.
Well, because
I speak
remember,
celestial.
I'm here because nature is out of balance. My tribe wants to make sure that balance is returned. We follow nature is very important to us.
And they sent their chosen warrior.
Basically.
Okay.
So
All right.
eventually we'll kill him.
So
after I finish doing my regaling of what I know of this of
Fellow.
Yancy Ban or Yancy
He is
Bin,
not even divine.
I stop and I say, well then I guess one of his earthbound minions is no longer going to be here to establish power, is he? And at this point, that's when my hands are lighting up with fire.
okay.
And I'm like, it's like, tell me, do hippogriffs not like your kind?
I don't know what you mean.
It glows. Is that why the others ride vultures?
No, it's because we've lost.
It glows.
It's true. I have a hippogriff downstairs right now.
It's like that. Yeah. It's
You believe he's telling the truth?
He's telling the truth.
Hey,
no,
what,
no. It's like,
And he looks at the.
kind of glows.
what do you think happens when we combine fire and air? We get more fire.
Go ahead and cough.
Let's gag him and burn his feet.
That's a little dark.
When did we get into torture?
I'm not tortured.
You know, that was the path.
I'm in for the greater good and terrible wrath.
That was the path that the salted elf took. You're going kind of dark.
Well, I've kind of gone down that way, but how high is the tower?
It's hundreds of feet up.
Let's see if he can fly. Actually, he probably can.
Well, you know, if we
Feather fall or something.
do something to him, this is out of character,
Okay. out of character.
that leaves him here and incapacitated, possibly permanently, but allows us time to leave without causing a ruckus so that his men see, we have more opportunity to leave or to investigate further into the lower depths. But if we throw him out the window or set him on fire and he makes a lot of noise, people will
I
hear.
said we'd gag him first.
Both sides of the
I
tower.
have an idea, but it's truly, truly evil.
Then we can't do it.
Yes, if we
Wow.
set,
Well,
if we
it's
set
not-
off if we set off a public display with a captain, the entire tower is going to be in we won't have a chance to flush out who's not with the cult.
Yes.
Exactly. Is there anything like, I wonder, do the cultists like brand themselves in any way?
Well, I'd be happy to undress him.
Because if that's the
hussy.
thing, we can brand, I mean, anyone who likes, animals that fly and all that other stuff would know who this Yancy Bin thing is. Yancy C. Bin.
Well, we
Nancy
know,
Ben.
know,
Steven.
Yancy Bin.
we know that anyone who is on the list in the note is not our friend, and that the dude that he sent the note to is probably
Not
not
our
our friend.
Yeah.
So we already have some names of people who are not our friends.
Well, because if we were to incapacitate this gentleman in a rather permanent yet not faithful way, it would be for his own benefit. But then we could frame the Black Earth cult. Leave the mask.
See, here's the thing: incapacitate him yet leave him unharmed, which means even if we cut out his tongue, he can still write.
Yes, but there is actually a procedure.
Oh my
You
god.
gotta give him a lobotomy.
You
Tap, tap,
watch Shannara.
You watch the Shannara gotta go.
I'm so glad we all went immediately to the lobotomy.
Have you watched Shannara?
No, I just
Oh.
read a lot.
There's
I
a
was
guy
like
who
saying,
goes, "Oh,
hey,
you
they
don't
did
want
it
to
to
cooperate,
Francis
but
Farmer."
tap, tap,
That's true.
tap, and you want to stay here and have
They used to
children."
do it. Yeah.
That is the actual way they used to do it.
Yeah, it's how they
It is,
2 little taps. As long as it's only 2 taps.
It was very popular means of during the.
I didn't kill him. I only destroyed everything that makes him him.
Right. Well,
He's a horrible
How do
person.
you know he's a horrible person?
He's working for an evil elemental prince, and they're killing dwarves just left and right. No, I'm sorry.
They're destroying the valley,
He's
destroying
evil.
the yeah.
Okay.
well,
Yeah,
I
look what they've done.
Whoa,
searching the
natural
desk.
20.
Look what they've done in the world.
information.
Nature is out of balance, and everything's all crazy.
Yeah, you were searching his desk, and as you search his desk, all of a sudden, with that natural 20 you just rolled,
You find a secret compartment, and
a secret compartment
No, an
opens
escape
up,
tunnel.
and it has this symbol.
Oh, new
Let's see.
symbol.
New symbol.
New symbol. This symbol.
Wait,
And-
hold on. Triangle.
A triangle with a little.
I see.
A thing.
It looks like
it's
a
like
carrot.
the Odin protection symbol, kind of on top of a triangle.
Okay, so that's the
You know the Y.
the
It's a
air
stumpy
cult.
carrot.
Yeah. And it's got a little hand-drawn picture where it shows a person's hands intricately drawn.
Oh, just like the.
and an
the gang
inverted
symbol.
triangle with 3 branching lines above it.
just like that Earth guy was waiting for
Whatever
us
their
to do the.
interpretation, their symbol is touching thumbs and little fingers in a fist. So
Okay.
little
Looks
triangle.
like a heart.
little-
See, because
it's like the heart
cult
thing.
of the Black Earth was like this.
It was a
wasn't
bowl.
No,
It was
they
a
were
bowl.
like that.
They were a bowl.
Oh, yeah, it was like
Yeah, the
So
Earth
now
was a
we
bowl.
know that-
Now it's pinkies and thumbs touching each other in the shape of an upside down triangle, but with the rest of your fingers clenched like
And
a
it's
fist.
funny because you can see how my arthritis does not let me.
First start with the thumbs,
Yeah, but
and then send
I
out your
can't.
pinkies.
the fact that I can't.
Triangle.
Triangle. All right, got it.
Okay.
So we've got the.
Oh, sure.
Symbol.
You've got the secret handshake.
What's the name of the cult?
The cult of the howling hatred.
Does that not tell you we can purge this hatred from him? I am so evil. Oh my god.
No, you're
We have got to
playing
dark,
paladin.
dark
Your
places.
your
playing
tiefling is
paladin.
showing.
My tiefling is showing.
You're chaotic good, right? Or
No,
neutral?
you're neutral.
That's
Yours
okay.
is
She
neutral.
can allow chaotic acts.
Okay.
It is a
So-
boon to not only himself and to the world. It would purge him of his darkness.
I
Turn into a
It would purge him
vegetable.
into a lot of things, but
Well,
know
Jocelyne
what, they
would
act-
say okay, but Reona is lawful good, so she's going to try and find another way.
Maybe he just needs to spend a lifetime in a monastery and find his way.
Oh.
He was led
it's
astray.
like he will not be swayed, though.
He won't be.
She's a woman. She can fix him.
That never works out. Only instant tears.
I'll say in character, she's still got the dagger to his throat.
Uh-huh.
Like,
The drop of blood is
yeah,
getting bigger.
he's getting partly
Someone
drying.
worth their push me.
Anything else in that department? Or
I
just
didn't say
that?
anything.
There's a necklace with that symbol as well.
Oh. I'm
Leaders like
cleaning
this
out
are
the
not going
desk.
to be swayed. You're right. And if there's anything like what happened with my homestead and the fire cult, then there will be people coming out to seek revenge who may not get as far as we did. I don't think he can be allowed to exist up here, but we don't necessarily have to advertise that we left him up here to rot.
What do
Well-
you propose?
He does have a wardrobe or something.
Oh yeah,
up
he's
here.
got his bedchamber attached to the office.
We can leave him in his bedchamber.
He took a nap.
A very long nap.
A dirt
He's
nap.
still hungover.
Well, you know, it's
That's right. He is
true
hungover.
that many laws throughout the land determine that
Once
one
the
should
page wakes up, we're
We're screwed.
die for murder, and he has been the culprit behind a lot of murder.
The lawful one's getting all lawful.
It's like, I wonder
What we
if
need
it'd
to
be
do is
possible-
make sure the people that we need to make sure that people know this guy is he's the cult of howling hatred.
You just carved the symbol on his forehead like a swastika.
Nitsy bastards.
Bastards. But
Or we could use ink.
yeah.
but the thing is, why would people believe us? Why would these people believe us?
They're not going. Some of them will because
Some of them will know. They're like, oh, let's kill these people. The other one will kill them because look what they did. You know, they're selling lies about our leader.
What if we?
We don't know what percent of the order is with him. Any of the order that is with him will likely lead the others against us.
Exactly.
So we need, first off, he needs to be made an example of. All the cultist symbols can be left up here with him while we go and deal with the rest of the tower.
Okay, we are vastly outnumbered.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
and if we were to expose them in front of the mass populace, those that were involved would. We don't know. Well, okay, given this roster that we received, in relation to the number of personnel that we saw in the banquet hall, how much is that roster compared to?
Well, the roster you see there, everyone's names are on it, including his.
Does there anyone have special marks against them?
Oh, that's a good idea.
There actually are a few that have insubordination marks and things like that.
No,
No,
she
like-
meant symbols that would imply that they were a cult of the howling hatred.
Although insubordination is probably good.
Give me...
She did get a 20 on her previous insight.
Well, who's got the best intel bonus?
Oh,
+1.
That would not be me, actually.
I'm not smart. I'm just.
I'm a negative.
Really?
Yeah,
The reckless sorcerer
I am
has
a
the best
Reckless
ins-
sorcerer.
You are-
Give
you're a
give me an
sorcerer.
intel roll to see if you can decipher some of these cliff notes and things on on the order's roster.
Intelligence was my dump stat.
Yeah, I'm a cleric. I need it. I need wisdom.
I don't
She
know
needs
how
the
you get
wisdom to
wisdom
know
without
right and wrong.
intelligence, but well.
Ooh, natural
What?
20!
Oh my God.
That's right, people.
Fucking 20.
Come on, do that dance.
Okay. With your natural 20 and looking at the true roster, not the fake roster he had on the desk, you notice that there's a huge amount of information that are left in symbols and notes on this. What would look like it might have just been doodles originally, you're instantly deciphering as actual code. I mean, you might want to get a pencil and paper ready because there's
Kriv
a
the
huge amount of
cryptographer.
information you're about to get. But that's a great place to wrap it up there.
Nice.
That was awesome.
Oh my
That one, the rest
fucking
of
God!
Yeah.
Natural 20. That was fucking epic.
Every day, dungeons are forced to euthanize adventurers because the cost to provide urgent or ongoing clerical health care is too high. A stray adventurer may be brought in with a broken leg, or a halfling is surrendered because it swallowed something and requires surgery that the family cannot afford. Your donation of just a few copper pieces a day can make a difference in our podcast's life and keep us making content for you. Please, check out our Patreon site at patreon.com/cppn to help us, even if it's just $1 a month. Every copper helps. Your support for the CPPN is greatly appreciated.
Thank you for listening to D&D Journey of the 5th Edition, a member of the Creative Play and Podcast Network. And remember, be careful out there. There be dragons about.